students. My name is Moyumi Mukherjee. I am your subject teacher of Human Resource Management. This is your elective paper according to your curriculum. It has 3 credit. The code is EC506C. Before we go through the topic in detail, first you should know overview of the codes. The human resource management is a sequence of learning stages that will boost your knowledge and understanding of modern human resource principles and practices. You will learn key skills in areas such as employees recruitment, selection, training, performance appraisal, and motivation strategies. For example, you will know how to implement effective recruitment strategies by performing a rigorous job analysis. You will be able to determine job specifications and use them to write an accurate job description. You will know how to prepare and implement employees' training, development, retention, and communication process. You will able to promote a business culture that employees can buy so that they will become more motivated and work more passionately to make the business towards a success. After the end of the chapter, you will know the concept of human resource management and its importance. You will also know the nature and scope of the HRM. Then, the function of human resource management is described. You should know the qualities present in a person for being a HR manager. And lastly, the limitations of HRM. So, we often hear the term human resource management, employees relation, and personnel management used in the business and workplace, as well as by industry experts. Whenever we hear these terms, we create an image of efficient managers who are busily going about their work in their offices. In this class, we look the question, what is HRM? By giving a broad overview of the topic. Before we define HRM, first we should know the term human resource. Therefore, human resource management is meant for proper utilization of available skilled workforce and also to make efficient use of existing human resource in the organization. The best example in present situation is construction industry has been facing serious shortage of skilled workforce. It is expected to triple in the next decade from the present 30%. That will negatively impact the overall productivity of the sector. Industry experts warns about the future condition. Today, many experts claim that machines and technology are replacing human resource and minimizing their role or effort. However, machines and technologies are built by the humans only, and they need to be operated or at least monitored by human, and this is the reason why companies are always in hunt for talented, skilled and qualified professionals for continuous development of the organization. Therefore, humans are crucial asset for any organization. Although today many tasks have been handing over to the artificial intelligence, but they lack judgment skill which cannot be matched with human mind. So, continuing to our previous topic, one should know what is the importance of HRM in today's scenario. Behind production of every product or service, there is an human mind, effort, and man hours, that is working hours. No product or service can be produced without help of human being. Human being is fundamental resource for making or construction of anything. Every organization desires is to have skilled and competent people to make their organization competent and best. Among the 5 M's of management, that is men, money, machine, material, and methods, HRM deals about the first M, which is men. It is believed that in the 5 M's, men is not so easy to manage. Every man is different from other, and they are totally different from the other MS in the sense that men possess the power to manipulate the other MS, whereas the other MS are either lifeless or abstract, and as such do not have the power to think and decide what is good for them. A company is only as good as its employees, making HRM a crucial part of maintaining or improving the health of the business. Additionally, HR managers can monitor the state of the job market to help the organization stay competitive. This could include making sure compensation and benefits are fair, events are planned to keep employees from burning out, and job roles are adapted based on the market. In simple word, HRM is a process of making the efficient and effective use of human resources so that the set goals are achieved. So HRM, that is human resource management, is the practice of recruiting, hiring, deploying and managing an organization's employees. HRM is often referred to simply as human resource. A company or organization's HR department is usually responsible for creating, putting into the effect and overseeing policies governing workers and the relationship of the organizations with its employees. Let us also consider some important definitions of HRM. According to Story, human resource management is a distinctive approach to employment management which seeks to achieve competitive advantage through the strategic development of a highly committed and capable workforce using an array of culture, structural, and personal techniques. According to Armstrong, human resource management can be defined as a strategic approach to acquiring, developing, managing, motivating, and gaining the commitment of the organization's key resource, the people who work in and for it. The primary objective of HRM is to ensure the availability of right people for right job so as the organization's goals are achieved effectively. But if we talk about primary objective, it can be further classified into four more categories. The first one is social objective. It includes union management relation, benefit provided by management for employees' welfare, and legal compliance according to it. Then come organizational objective. It includes union management relation, benefit provided by management for employees welfare association, and legal compliance according to it. Then come organizational objectives. It includes human resource planning, employees relation, selection, train, training and development, appraisal, placement, and assessment of all that. Under functional objectives, only appraisal, placement, and assessment is considered. Lastly, personal objective is included as training and development, appraisal, placement, compensation, and assessment. So, we can say that function of management is specified in HRM, but it fulfills different objectives. Next, we talk about nature of HRM. HRM is based on certain principles and policies contribute to the achievement of organizational objectives. HRM is a pervasive function. It means human resource management is not specific to an individual department. Rather, it is a broader function and spread throughout the organization. It manages all type of people from lower level to top level department of the organization. HRM is people oriented. That is, people or human resource is the core of all the activities of human resource management. Human resource management works with the people and for the people. It brings people and organization together to achieve individual and organization's goal. HRM is a continuous activity. All factors of productions are required to be continuously updated and improved to cope up with the changes and increased competition. Similarly, human resource also continuously trained, developed, or replaced to face the next level of competition. Hence, it is a continuous activity. HRM is a part of management function. HRM aims at securing maximum contribution and HRM aims at optimum use of personal power. The scope of HRM is indeed very vast and wide. It includes all activities starting from manpower planning till employee leaves the organization. Accordingly, the scope of HRM consists of acquisition, development, maintenance, or retention and control of human resources in the organization. The National Institute of Personnel Management has specified the scope of HRM as: first one would be the labor or personnel aspect. The primary concern of HRM under personnel aspect is human resource planning. It is the process by which the organization identifies the number of jobs vacant. Another important fact under personnel aspect is job analysis and job design. Job analysis is the systematic process for gathering, documenting, and analyzing data about the work required for a job. Job analysis is the procedure for identifying those duties or behavior that define a job. Next is recruitment and selection. Recruitment is the process of preparing advertisement on the basis of information collected from job analysis and publishing it in newspaper. Selection is the process of choosing the best candidate among the candidates applied for the job. Then we are concerned about orientation and induction. It is nothing but making the selected candidate informed about the organization's background, culture, value, and work ethics. Then comes training and development part. Training is provided to both new and existing employee to improve their performance. Performance appraisal is another scope under this aspect. Performance check is done of every employee by human resource management. Promotion, transfer, incentive, and safety or salary increment are decided on the basis of employee performance appraisal. When we talk about the performance appraisal, we cannot ignore compensation, planning, and remuneration. It is the job of human resource management to plan compensation and remunerate. Lastly, motivation is the prime factor in human resource management that tries to keep employees motivated so that employees put their maximum effort in work. Then, welfare aspect. Human resource management have to follow certain health and safety regulation for the benefit of employees. It deals with working condition and amenities like canteen, rest and lunch rooms, housing, transport, medical assistance, education, health and safety, recreation facility, etc. The third aspect is industrial relation aspect. HRM work to maintain coordinal relation with the union member to avoid strikes or lockouts, to ensure smooth functioning of the organization. It also covers joint consultation, collective bargaining, grievance and disciplinary procedure, and dispute settlement. We have already defined HRM. So the definition of HRM is based on what managers do. The functions performed by the managers are commonly to all organizations. Shortly, we can say that HRM can do the following function as a continuous process. It involves procurement, development, maintenance of human resource. It helps to achieve individual, organizational, and social objectives. It also includes the study of management, psychology, communication, economics, and sociology. It emphasized on team spirit and teamwork. For the convenience of study, the function performed by the human resource management can broadly be classified into three categories. First one is managerial function, then operative, and lastly advisory function. The managerial function of human resource management are related to all managerial functions like planning, organizing, controlling, etc. For example, human resource planning. In this function of HRM, the number and type of employees needed to accomplish organizational goal is determined. Research is an important part of this function. Information is collected and analyzed to identify current and future human resource needs and to forecast changing value, attitude, and behavior of employees and their impact on organization. Secondly, organizing. In an organization, tasks are allocated among its members. Relationships are identified and activities are integrated towards a common objective. Relationships are established among the employees so that they can collectively contribute to the attainment of organization's goal. Directing, activating employees at different level and making them contribute maximum to the organization is possible through proper direction and motivation. Tapping the maximum potentialities of the employees is possible through motivation and command. Controlling. After planning, organizing, and directing, the actual performance of employees is checked, verified, and compared with the plans. If the actual performance is found deviated from the plan, control measures are required to be taken. The operative function of human resource management are related to recruitment and selection. Recruitment of candidate is the function preceding the selection, which bring the pool of prospective candidates for the organization so that the management can select the right candidate from this pool. Job analysis and design. Job analysis is the process of describing the nature of a job and specifying the human requirement like qualification, skill, and work experience to perform that job. Job design aims at outlining and organizing tasks, duties, and responsibilities into a single unit of work for the achievement of certain objectives. Performance appraisal. Human resource professionals are required to perform these functions to ensure that the performance of employees is at acceptable level. Training and development. This function of human resource management helps the employees to acquire skill and knowledge to perform this job effectively. Training and development programs are organized for both new and existing employees. Employees are prepared for higher level responsibilities through training and development. Wages and salary administration. Human resource management determines what is to be paid for different type of job. Human resource management decide employees compensation which include wage administration, salary administration, incentive, bonuses, fringe benefit, and etc. Employees welfare. This function refers to various service, benefit, and facilities that are provided to employees for their well-being. Maintenance. Human resource is considered as asset for the organization. Employees turnover is not considered good for the organization. Human resource management always try to keep with best performing employees with the organization. Labor relation. This function refers to the interaction of human resource management with employees who are represented by a trade union. Employees come together and form an union to obtain more voice in decisions affecting wages, benefits, working condition, etc. Personnel research. Personnel researches are done by human resource management to gather employees' opinions on wages and salaries, promotions, working conditions, welfare activities, leadership, etc. Such researchers help in understanding employee satisfaction, employees turnover, employees termination, etc. Personnel record. These functions involve recording, maintaining, and retrieving employees related information like application form, employment history, working hour, earning, employees absence and presence, employees turnover, and other data related to employee. The advisory function of human resource management are directly to the management or board member. Human resource management is expert in managing human resource, so can give advice on matter related to human resource of the organization. Human resource management can offer advice to top management, that is personnel manager advises the top management in formulation and evaluation of personnel programs, policies and procedures. Secondly, advice to departmental heads. Personnel managers advises the head of the various department on matters such as manpower planning, job analysis, job design, recruitment, selection, placement, training, performance appraisal, etc. This is the area where we talk about qualities of an HR manager. According to the Henry Fowle, an HR manager should possess human relations skills much more than managerial skills. He divided the qualities needed by an HR manager into 6 categories. First one will be the physical strength and good health. Physical strength and good health to cope up with the situation or environment. Secondly, mental ability to understand and learn, judgment and also adaptability. Thirdly, moral energy, firmness, willingness to accept responsibility, initiative, loyalty, tact and dignity. Fourthly, educational general acquaintance with matter not belonging exclusively to the function performed. Fifthly, technical and spatial that is different to normal to the function. And lastly, experience arising from the work. There are 8 key qualities of an HR manager. Sympathetic attitude should be the first one. A good personnel manager must have a human approach to human resource problem. Regardless of the problem faced by the employees, he must have a sympathetic attitude while dealing with them. Quick decision. He should display the ability to make quick decisions. Let's assume that there is a conflict between a superior and an employee in the organization. When the HR manager tries to mediate and put an end to the conflict, he might have to make some quick decision. He should be mentally alert and therefore not get caught unaware. Thirdly, integrity. Being the head of the personnel or human resource department, an HR manager should display integrity. Honesty and frankness are the hallmark of a good human resource manager. At no time can the employees doubt the integrity of the personnel manager. Patience. He should be extremely patient and not someone who loses his temper easily. While dealing with employees, it is important to be a good listener, especially when an employee is voicing his concerns. And good listening skill require a lot of patience. Further, since employees tend to talk to the HR manager about their problems, they can get agitated and verbally abusive. In such situation, it is imperative that the HR manager keeps his cool and controls the situation. Formal authority. He should depend on his formal authority alone. In fact, an effective HR manager earns his informal authority or influencing people through his interpersonal skill. Leadership. Good leadership skills are essential to guide the employees towards achieving the organization's objectives. He should also keep people motivated and encourage them to use their skill for the overall good of the enterprise. Social responsibilities. He should have a sense of social responsibility. Further, he must encourage employees to discharge their social obligations to different segments of society. After all, a good human resource manager is not only about the organization, he also needs to look at the broader human resource element. Good communication skill. Uh, Another essential quality of a human resource manager is that he must possess good communication skill. In fact, since a major part of his role involves interacting with employees, unions, and management, being a good communicator is a must. Now, we have reached the concluding section of the class. So, here a question may arise in your mind that whether HRM is flawless. Obviously, the answer is no. Despite all the benefits the HRM offers, it also carries certain drawbacks. A good understanding of these drawbacks can help managers implement HRM principles effectively and drive maximum benefit. The following are some basic limitations of HRM. First one is uncertainty of future. The future of all business organizations largely remains uncertain. This is because many social, political, technological, and financial factors can affect their functioning. These factors end up affecting HRM as well as because they dictate employment. Second one is problem of surplus staffing. Whenever an organization is overstaffed, HRM provided solution like termination of excess employees, VRS, etc. This is in turn negatively affect existing employees as the threat of the job termination on them all the time. Such negative psychological pressure can generally make employees inefficient. Thirdly, consecutive attitude of top management. The top level management of many organizations often possesses a conservative attitude in functioning. It can be reluctant in changing its own ideas and beliefs to accommodate the quirks of employees. This can create hindrance for managers in employing HRM practices. Fourthly, time consuming. HRM generally requires managers to collect all sorts of information from employees with respect to their functioning. Collecting all this data from all departments can be highly time consuming. And lastly, it is expensive. In order to facilitate an organization in functioning effectively, HRM suggests solutions like training, VRS, bonus, sparks, etc. Therefore, implementing HRM solutions can be highly expensive too. So, today's class is over. Hope all of you understand the topic. If you have any doubt, discuss with me. Listen the topic carefully. After that, I will start a question answer session related to this topic. Thank you.